Hey friends, family, do you want to fix a broken marriage or relationship? Or how about to enhance an already existing marriage from something that's okay to something that is awesome? See, in today's society, information is just everywhere, but how can you pick and choose what to believe and what to do? I'm a firm believer that we should turn to the scriptures and look to the ancient wisdom that's worked for eons in order for us to understand how we can today apply this stuff to our lives in order for us to live the most happy, successful life that we can live. And in order to do that, our marriages, our relationship with our friends and family, these things have got to be fixed in order for us to have a successful, well-lived life. Now, in this video, I want to just share with you one thing that you can apply immediately today. Don't wait to apply this. And I'm speaking to myself too. I want to apply this each and every single day so that I can get better and better and better in my relationship, in my marriage. So this thing is communication. Sounds so simple, right? But here's the thing. In our fast-paced culture, it's also very stressful. And information today is coming at you from all kinds of different angles. You have your phone, you have screens everywhere. Even when you go to pump gas, you have ads coming up. And all of this thing clutters up our mind. And it makes us think that when we're communicating with our spouse, significant other, or friends, that they should just be like what we're used to, which is all of that craziness. But the thing is that these are people. These are our loved ones. These are the people that we care about. You know, this is your wife. This is somebody that is deserving of your time and your attention. So we have to first just stop, and we have to give them the time to speak to us, and then we have to internalize what they're saying. It goes like this: quality plus quality equals quantity. So quality communication is going to equal a quality relationship, which is going to equal quantity in your marriage, in your life. See, you're going to have more love and more respect for one another. You're going to have an awesome, awesome marriage if you have great communication. There's nothing that you cannot solve. There's no problem too big that you cannot solve this thing with God as your guide and with great communication. You can do it all. So we got to stop treating our spouse or significant other like they're just a screen, or they're just all of this hectic craziness that gets lodged into our brain. And we need to stop, and we need to remember that this person is somebody that we love, and that we're going to give them the time and listen to what they're trying to say to us. One of the biggest problems in communication or the lack of communication is misunderstandings. And it's important to remember that your spouse is not a mind reader. You're not a mind reader. So there are things that I'm about to share with you that you can do to understand your significant other or spouse in order that you can have a more successful relationship. One of these things is understanding yourself. Take the time to think about what you're going to say, or if you're about to get into a conversation, take time to understand your own feelings, understand where you are coming from. Because if you're coming from a place inside that is not right, then you're going to be broadcasting that frequency directly into them, and they're automatically going to be hit with the way that you're communicating to them. If it is out of anger, if it's out of frustration, if it's out of fear, let's just take fear. They're going to be hit with that spirit of fear immediately, and now they're going to go inside their mind and be like, oh my goodness, why is my spouse so fearful? I must have to be fearful too. So then you both go into this situation full of fear, full of anxiety, full of whatever it is that you're bringing into this conversation. So let's be honest with ourselves. Let's understand ourselves the best that we can before we plunge into a situation and then have miscommunications and poor communication, and really a lack of honest communication. The last one is, and this one comes from James 1:19, which says we need to be quick to hear, slow to speak, and slow to anger. And this all boils down to self-control. If each one of us can practice self-control in each one of these conversations, then they will not turn out to become arguments. But by practicing what it says here, being quick to hear. See, poor listening is at the top of the list for what makes up poor communication. So we have to, in this situation, listen and ask questions. We need to ask as many questions as possible, as many good questions as possible, in order to drill down and really seek to understand the other person's point of view and where they're coming from. Listen, I hope that these tips help you in your marriage and in your relationships. And if they do, please leave a comment down below. Join the community. I'd love to hear from you. I'll see you in the next video.